August 1st, and Joey Votto is back. Problem is, he's old. So do we really even want him on the Major League roster? I'm not going to disrespect him. He's going to be on the roster. That means somebody has to get sent down. Let's see who. Turns out I won't need to send anybody down or anything of that nature. I didn't realize we were playing with 25, but it's all good. Lincoln Haffey is our priority right now. We need to figure out what we are doing with him. I can't give him any more than 20,000 more than what he's asking for. So hopefully he takes this. Otherwise, it's the offseason when we'll sign him. Oh my goodness, thank goodness. Now, the big thing is, if he falls in line as being a second baseman only whenever he comes up, because assuming we re-sign India, India's probably gonna have to move. We'll see. I'm gonna do some more extensions. Lucas Sims, the hits and Ks per 9 are just way too good for me to just let him go. I know he wants like $4 million a year. I'm gonna give it to him reluctantly, just because if he can be effective in the bullpen, we know we'll have somebody steady for a couple years. Ahmed Rosario has a 10-game hitting streak. Let's keep it alive. A 10-game hit streak is nice, but I'd really love a 10-game win streak. But we got to take it one game at a time, and it kind of begins right about now. Freddie Peralta, 92 pitches into this game. Rosario takes a pitch, and De La Cruz is going to take second on the risky steal attempt. But, I mean, listen, he's been doing this pretty much all year, so I'm not surprised at this point. All right, Chris Bryant, NL Player of the Month for July. Grayson Rodriguez, AL Pitcher of the Month for July. Oh, swing and a miss at a hook. And as the catcher's going to throw Rosario out, and unfortunately, I don't think he's going to extend that hit streak any further. But we shall see. You never know. Crazier things have happened. And unfortunately, the Brewers are going to take this victory as Peralta ends up with the W, going 8 innings. And you know what? We had a valiant effort in the 9th inning. The very next day, we are down by one out in the 9th inning. 2 runners on. Let's get a run, if not more. Wade has already driven in 1 run. You know, another would be nice. 2 would be even better. A 3-run shot would completely end this game. Actually, really, the 2-run shot would do so as well. Is 1 for 4. As you see the National League MVP favorites, Harris, Alonso, and Machado, and unfortunately Tyler Wade just not able to connect. Oh boy. Ellie De La Cruz at the plate, facing the ever dangerous Devin Williams with that screwball. One of very few pitchers that even throw that. Might be even rarer than a knuckle curve, and unfortunately the Brewers are going to have our number and take this one 2-1. Devin Williams gets the save. Continue to tumble. The bases are juiced for Ellie De La Cruz. He is a triple shy of the cycle. We are down by 1, 2 outs. Let's get a run. I don't know if we're going to get the triple. You never know. Ellie De La Cruz has shown his propensity for that clutch gene. As you can see today, he is 3 for 3. He's walked the game off with a bunt. He's done it with a base hit. We really only need one hit to get us a run, as Phil Matone, oh my goodness, gets him to pop up. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You know what? He's a rookie. Can't really crap on him for that, but we end up losing this game. Corbin Carroll dropping 2 long balls on our heads, and half of Arizona's offense. Interleague action as we take on the Minnesota Twins. Up by 1. India does need a triple for the cycle, but it's not exactly necessary for us to win. A triple would be nice, but listen, if he could just add an insurance run to the board, that would be great. Because insurance runs are the greatest form of insurance out there. They're the only ones that really pay dividends, as you can see. All right, facing Simeon Woods Richardson, he's going to pop a fly out really to right center field, and unfortunately he won't be able to tack on any more runs. But we do pick up the victory, which is a plus 6-5. Yasmani Grandal's been playing well even at the DH spot. Gotta give him some credit. The best player drafted by potential happens to be Todd Kearns, 21 years old, first baseman, 99 potential. It's a 50 overall, though. You can't see behind me, but yeah, he's probably not going to see MLB time for at least 3 years, unless he just straight shoots up. I mean, given how potential has worked in this game, he should probably jump up anywhere from like 5 to 7 overall points, even if he sits in A-ball, which is absolutely stupid, but that's for another video. Overall, the best draft, I'd say, went to the Oakland Athletics, who drafted 5 players over 85 potential, and they drafted 5 pitchers, which is a little ridiculous, but I mean, it's probably better for them to get some pitching to keep scores low, and then they can find some free agents as they move forward. Atlanta somehow fumbled this draft with, let's see, all 5 of their picks, they all are under 75 potential, so they probably aren't. None of these guys will probably see any MLB time at any point in time unless there is like a rash of injuries. Or maybe you think Miami had the worst one. They had 6 players under the same criteria, under 75 potential. I mean, hey, it ain't us though. Our draft class, on the other hand, was pretty all over the place. Lincoln Haffey is a C potential. That is very disappointing, given the fact that we just paid him damn near $9 million. Like, he was demanding that $9 million, or we would have really never signed him. I don't really know if that matters a ton, but whatever. James Hugh, who was the player was supposed to have catcher and both corner infield positions, very good contact hitter as stated, solid vision, gonna have to work on the defense before he ever sees any MLB time. Lincoln Russ, another one of those, he's got good overhaul, he's got good bat, and can field. Not really, doesn't have much of an arm, but he plays first base, so I'm not too concerned about that. But he's a D potential, so you know he's guaranteed to tank, which is stupid. I don't understand it. If I really need to do my video about aggression and regression, it is long overdue. Mr. Percy Wolf, another guy, good contact, good vision, good enough vision for a guy so young, can field, has some decent speed, but he's a deep potential, so he's gonna tank for whatever silly reason. Ray Dahl, on the other hand, A potential, doesn't have much of a bat. He's 23. He's probably never gonna see the MLB. Well, no, because he's a 58 overall. If his offense just gets, I don't know, somewhere in the 50s for contact, I could see him being a bench bat. Otherwise, this is unsustainable. Training also doesn't work, so it's like, what am I to do? I don't want to edit the player, so it's like, come on, SDS, you have to fix that next. Scouting is fine. I don't have too much of an issue with it, though I will tell you some ways you can make that better for 24. If we need a lefty reliever at some point, we will be calling this Saul. Kyle Saul from Canada. No relation to Joey Votto, despite being Canadian. You know, they're not all related. Pretty good fastballs. 4-seam, cutter, throws a curveball and a slider. Hitting Ks per 9 are okay. He needs to work on everything else. He is not clutch in the least bit. Finally, we'll look at Lewis Mack, who's got decent power, meh kind of contact, not much of a fielder, has some okay speed for a left fielder, throws left-handed. He's got to work on his fielding in it, and it's at least contact somewhat, but you know how deep potential players go. They're probably he's gonna flame out in a couple years. We head to the city of Mile High, where analytics just thinks Colorado is nothing but home runs. Hopefully they play out in our favor. I mean, don't get me wrong, the elevation definitely helps, but if they think a guy like Nolan Arenado is only great because of the elevation, they're stupid. Nonetheless, the pitcher on the mound is going to be German Marquez. Even 9-9 record, 4.48 ERA, 1.5 WHIP. Honestly, his numbers are really kind of average across the board. It's unfortunate for a team like this, and here's the lineup he'll be facing against. You can see Tyler Stevenson batting .393 in the last month. It is great to have him back, but damn, it would have been nice to have him all season long. We'd probably be closer to a wild card than we are right now. We're about, again, 10 games out and continuing to kind of tumble back as we speak. But number 2 batter, Ellie De La Cruz at the plate, 1-2, and he's going to swing and whiff at a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. He'll be a strikeout victim. All right, here are the home run leaders for this team specifically. Will Myers, Franmil Reyes, and India are tied. Grandal is number 3 tied. Rosario, De La Cruz, and Stevenson at, what is that, 6? Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. Anyway, 285 average for India, and he's looking to add on to that, but unfortunately he's going to pop up the shortstop, and that'll end the first inning. All right. The Colorado Rockies lineup as of this point: Daza, Sogard, Rogers, Bryant playing DH, McMahon, Veen, Dahlback, Diaz, and Benny Montgomery. They are last in the National League in steals. If you want to see a Colorado Rockies franchise, check my dude, Just Mr. Love. I'll leave a link in the description. I'll even pop up his little logo on the screen. Nonetheless, Ashcraft, I gotta say, I don't really pitch that well with him. I think the problem is the fact that he's got a cutter as a primary pitch, and while I like it, he doesn't have a straight fastball, so it kind of gives me issues. But that's just me breaking the fourth wall at this point. Franmil Reyes smacks this one in the right field. It's going to bounce down, and I really thought the elevation would have carried that for a guy of his caliber in power, but we will take the double, his 19th for the season. Oswaldo Cabrera, still thinking of a damn nickname for him at this point. He's going to pop up to Diaz, and unfortunately, he's going to squander that runner at second. Tyler Wade gets out in front of a knuckle curve, but it doesn't even leave the infield. Damn. Disappointing first inning. Chris Bryant having a bounce back year, almost 300 hitting, almost 25 homers. As Votto fields it, but is going to toss it to Ashcraft, who happens to hustle at first to get that out. Unfortunately, Ryan McMahon will hit it past Votto and give the Rockies their first hit. Veen, chopper to short. De La Cruz, holy hell, he airmailed it. I'm surprised he didn't throw it in the third deck given the elevation. And unfortunately, they're going to score that. An error on him. His strong arm kind of betrayed him there. Hey, don't beat yourself up, Rook. Come on. Bobby Dahlback, 20 doubles this season. Chopper to Cabrera, India over to Votto. Yes, I have put Oswaldo Cabrera at third. There's a reason why I got him. He's positionally versatile. Votto, unfortunately, will ground out the third as McMahon throws him out. All right, Ahmed Rosario might see some time at shortstop if there were any issues. I mean, I'm not saying I'm pulling De La Cruz. I'm just saying if something were to happen. Honestly, if something happens at third, we'll move guys as we need to. Ellie De La Cruz pops this one up to left field in the foul territory, and unfortunately through 3 we cannot get in a run. Slider in there by Ashcraft. He's got the stuff. I just don't know if he's really been able to put it together this season. Maybe it's just me when I pitch with him. I'm not the greatest. Let me stop. I'm pretty damn good. Anyhow, liner right over and past the glove of Votto. It bounces just on that chalk, and unfortunately Daza will get in there with a double. 2 runners in scoring position, his 25th of this season. Sogard, chopper behind. Oh, Ashcraft in front of De La Cruz, can't get it. Rosario's going to come up throwing to the plate, and Sogard will advance to second on the not so great throw. Ashcraft, cutter, 99 miles an hour, but hey, he hits it in the right field. Reyes comes to the plate, and he's out of there. Whoever that is at third base, doesn't matter. Stevenson just grazed the back of his leg. Great play by Reyes. Ashcraft circle change into shallow right, and it bounces in front of, oh man, between Reyes and India. Somebody could have laid out for that, but maybe they don't want a collision. Listen, it's late in the year, just fine, whatever. Maybe we don't want you injured for next season. Cabrera throwing it from where the third base coach is. Not going to happen, as the bases are going to be loaded. Score that a base hit for Daza. 295 average. 17 RBI. Seems like he's not playing a ton. And, Ashcraft able to get out of dodge. Striking him out. Get him out of the jam. Grandal. Hits a high sinker in the left center field. Really more center than left. It rolls all the way up against the wall near the National Baseball Hall of Fame sign, and he gets a double. If you were faster, you might have had a triple. Chopper to short. Votto is going to be out. Struggling this season with the bat in his hands. Rosario. I mean, he lost a decent amount of games due to injury, as Rosario unfortunately lines it right to second base for the final out. They have almost twice as many hits, if not more than that, than we do. We need to get some offense on the board. Circle change, hit to left, and Wade. Oh, he can't come up with it. Damn, I don't know if it got caught up in the wind. Doesn't matter. That is going to be a stand-up triple, or really, he didn't need to slide, by Sogard. His third of the season as Brendan Rodgers comes to the plate. This should be a sac fly opportunity. Hell, might even be a long ball. Chopper, right past a diving India up the middle into center. And Colorado goes up 3-0. Zach Veen has not gotten a hit yet. Chopper down the third base line, and it is going to be fair. Wade going to come up with it. This is a runner. Comes around from second to score. It is now 4-0. We are going to replace Ashcraft with Ron Marnacio. And he's going to get the strikeout to end the fifth. Circle change. A guy that more so throws softer stuff than hard stuff, so it makes his four-seamer a lot harder. Fly ball to left field. India, it's going to bounce in over the wall for a automatic double. Ken Stevenson drive him in and give us a run. Slapped right up the middle on the slider. India is going to come around to score 4-1 on the, wow, that was a high throw. As Stevenson continues his smoking hot hitting. Reyes rips one right to third. Oh, McMahon, great reflexes to stab that one out of the air. Cabrera rips this down the right field line. It might be, oh, damn, just short as it bounced off the bottom of the wall. And, okay, everybody only moves up 2 bases. I don't know, Reyes could have risked it. His 23rd double, which, you know, for as little as he's been hitting, he has been hitting for some power. The upside is there for Oswaldo. Honestly, I really feel like a reset next season will help him, you know, a fresh start. As Sogard smacks this one into right center. Rosario comes up throwing it. Yeah, no, they're going a run. It's 5-1. Rosario's got a decent arm. And India doesn't really have much of an arm, so it's going to be a problem cutoff-wise. They have 14 hits to our 7, and they're up by 4. Joey Votto in his third plate appearance. He's now down to 202. Can we keep him above the Mendoza line this season? Oh, and he says, we can go higher than that, as he hits it into the home bullpen for a homer. His 6th? I was not paying attention to what number it was. It's a damn shame. Again, it's really a damn shame he missed so much time. Or else he'd probably be closer to about 15 homers. And he probably wouldn't play a ton, but De La Cruz smacks this one up, man, in the right field. And unfortunately, it's going to be out. So we can't tack on any more runs at this juncture. Chris Bryant has not gotten a hit, and Anthony Kay, the left-hander, is going to serve up a fastball hit in the right field. Reyes is going to come up throwing, and that's going to be his 26th double. No play there. McMahon pops this one up into the infield. Votto doesn't lose it in the lights for the first out. Lefty Veen, and he's going to stare at a cutter high in the zone, 88 miles an hour. You know, I'm usually a little more hesitant to throw a lefty out there against anybody, lefties or right-handed. But, you know, I like Anthony Kay, and I think he'll be a long-term solution in the bullpen. All right, we've gotten a hit. Stevenson's on. Number 5 batter, Franmil Reyes. Can he get another hit for us? And he smacks this one deep to left field. Oh, just not deep enough. Warning track grass, and that is going to be a fly out. We are 4 outs away from losing this one. Cabrera rips it right past. Oh! The first baseman's glove looked like it went right through it. And a kind of lackadaisical throw is going to allow Stevenson to advance to third. We've got 2 on with 2 away as the tying batter comes to the plate. Tyler Wade. Oh, check swing. No. The slider ends up smacking him in the kneecap, and the bases are going to be loaded for Ismani Grandal. Can hit for power. He's hit pretty damn well as both a backup catcher and a DH, and unfortunately, he's not going to show that prowess at this point in time. Disappointing. Votto, 1 for 3. Can he tack on another? Okay, maybe not a home run, but we'll take a base hit as we look to start a rally. Casilla will come in for him, the pinch run, as he is significantly faster than Votto is at any point in his career. Rosario chases a inside sinker. He just can't catch up to it. He swung so late. Maybe he was looking for the four-seamer. De La Cruz, broken bat, hit to the pitcher as Valdez throws him out at first. And we're starting to run out of opportunities. Hell, we've been running out of opportunities. India, though, smacks it right up the middle, right past Valdez, and the shortstop in the center. The throw coming to the plate, and it is now 5-3. Up next. Come on. You've got the juice in you. 3 for 4. Let's make one more. Come on. Valdez taking his time. The pitch. Oh, it's a high slider he hung, and it's going to pop up to the catcher. And, good Lord. Rockies are going to take this one 5-3. I'm not going to say they narrowly escaped because, I mean, we're not that offensive powerhouse that we'd like to be. Marquez goes 7 strong, only striking out 1, but hey, he gets the job done for his team. Hunter Green is having a damn good game. 7 innings, 5 hits, 5 Ks, has not given up a single run as he is in the 8th inning in the process of getting a shutout. We're already up 9-0. I really don't need to play this, but I do like pitching with Hunter Green, so let's get him a complete game shutout. Whether we get the shutout or not, we should be able to pick up the victory up 9 as this ball is going to get smacked in the right field. So we'll get the first out here in the 8th inning. 5 outs remaining from another shutout for Hunter Green. Come on, Rain. Get the hell out of here. Looking like there's a rain delay. I'm not going to keep Hunter out there. Game over. And we'll win 10-1. No shutout. Reyes has a 10-game hitting streak, but he's 0-2 today. No outs. Top of the 7th, runner on first. Let's at least try to move the runner over it. Or hell, smack a 2-run bomb for real. You know, that sounded way too much like a moral victory for my liking. Friend Mill, smack this into the Puget Sound. Okay, I mean, you could at least hit a rain cloud or something. Never mind. Pop up the shortstop, and unfortunately, he's not going to extend the hit streak right this minute. He gets another shot here in the 8th. Okay, he's got another chance, and oh man, that wasn't really that much better. Chopper to third, over to first, and we squandered 2 opportunities for us to get him a hit. Lourdes Gurriel smacks this one to right field. Reyes a little late on the reaction, and damn, he could have got to that. Oh, jeez. And we really could have needed him to field that ball. Gurriel's 14th. That gives him the lead 4-3. Don't tell me we're about to blow this game. All right, we blew the game as they river dance on our sorry season. Down by 1, facing the Mets, facing Edwin Diaz. We won't have to hear those trumpets, especially if we win this game. Runner at first, India at the plate. The trumpets have already played, and Jonathan India has an opportunity to hopefully at least tie the ball game. Casilla at first. He's got some steal ability. 1-2 count, and this 102-mile-an-hour fastball, despite how they say the harder they come in, the harder they should fly out. The man didn't even have to move. We lose 4-3 to the Mets. Going to be honest with you, for the September call-ups, I didn't call anybody up that anybody would seriously consider, like, ooh, we gotta see them play. There are a couple of guys I did think about. Robbie McGee is, I believe, like 17-4 this season pitching. For some reason, he's gone down 1 overall point. It makes no sense, but whatever. It's neither here nor there. Cam Collier, I thought about calling him up, but there's a logjam at third base, and I kind of want to wait till spring training to give him another shot. And let me see, Franklin Wilkerson is not too shabby this year as far as pitching is concerned. Actually, he's doing very well, as you can see above my head, a 1.8 ERA. Again, another situation where I want to wait till next year before I really call up anybody. I know that seems boring, so probably the route I'm going to go with this is we're going to get to Joey Votto's final game at home against the St. Louis Cardinals, literally the same way we ended last year. Hopefully he can end it off with a bang, maybe have a 4 home run game or something on his way, at the very least into having his number retired for us. Whether he makes the Hall of Fame or not, I'm just gonna be honest, this game doesn't respect the numbers he's put up.
I am honestly surprised that it's taken us until this late into the season, 145 games, before we face the Braves. They are a phenomenal team, and when I say they are stacked, they are stacked. The National League front runner for the NL MVP leads off, and unfortunately he's going to strike out on a circle change. Michael Harris looking like, honestly, what Braves fans would have wanted from a guy like Jason Hayward. Neither here nor there. Vaughn Grisham smacks this one deep to left field. It is going to, just bounce off the top of the wall. Wade coming to throw it back in. And Grisham ends up with his 26th double. Again, stacked. Ronald Acuna Jr., stacked. 300 average. 30 some odd home runs. Almost 80 RBIs. He's batting number 3. And he's going to walk. Damn. Oh, boy. Austin Riley, another guy. 35 home runs, 85 RBIs. I'm telling you, this team is ridiculous. They are far and away the best team in all of baseball, to the point they already clinched their division September 1st. League leaders in RBIs, 2 of them are Braves, 2 out of the 3 are Braves. That is Michael Harris with 112 and Shohei Ohtani batting .290 this season and over 100 RBIs. Fly ball into left center field, and Ashcraft ends up getting out of Dodge. Ohtani will be on the mound today. That is why I'm showing you this game, despite how abysmal we are this season. 11-7, 3.5 ERA, just under 1.3 whip. Rosario smacks this right at Riley, and listen, they do offense, they do defense. This team is no joke. They are the favorite to win the World Series. I'm not kidding. As you can see, Mike Rosario is leading off. That is because, honestly, he's leading off because Ellie De La Cruz is hurt. He broke his foot. Actually, no, he dislocated his foot. I know that sounds gross. He'll be out 5 to 6 months. Wade smacks it deep to right field, and I thought that would have landed in the bullpen. Really thought it was going to be a run. 26 though, I mean, that's good too. I mean, as you take a look at this, and it comes just off the top of the said wall there. India, pretty damn good in his own right this season. Career highs in a lot of his numbers. Still asking for a contract. Well, maybe not formally asking, but, you know, subtle hints on Twitter. Chop it short. Grisham will throw him out at first. Runner at second will not advance. Tyler Stevenson has already gotten his money at this point. And, he's going to pop this one up into foul territory. Olsen will make the catch and get out of the first inning without giving up a run. Matt Wilson, batting number 6, still putting up 25 and damn near 70. Again, Atlanta, stacked. Just like, you know, yeah, we're just going to leave it at that. I don't want to get demonetized. Anywho, speaking of demonetized, Marcell Ozuna, damn near 20 home runs. Come on, like, this entire team has guys with 20 home runs. The throw into the catcher and then the second, just not a good exchange. So that'll be a safe stolen base. Oh yeah, Sean Murphy is on this team. And he's going to smack this one in the left field. It is going to stay fair off the tops side in left field. Atlanta will score a run as they come around from second. It is 1-0 ATL. Albies is batting number 9. That is how great this damn team is. If they don't win the World Series, honestly, this would be more disappointing than their run when they won, like, I don't know, 20 straight division titles, only got 1 championship out of it. As Harris smacks it down the right field line for a double, his 40th. He has 40 doubles and 40 home runs. The only player in baseball, no, actually not the only player. There's like 3 other guys in baseball that have done it this season. And I mean this season, not like real life this season. As Acuna rips a cutter into right field, Reyes is going to have to get it off the 4 ALS side as Atlanta jumps out to a 4-0 lead on his 24th two-bagger this season. Riley is going to stare at a cut fastball. He's like, come on. I know, 2 strikes, you got to swing. All right, an updated list of the home run leaders: India, Grandal, Reyes, Myers, Rosario, De La Cruz, and Stevenson, all in double digits or near 20. Ooh! Ohtani blows the fastball by Cabrera. Casilla, oh, it gets a hold of one deep to left field at the track. Oh, damn. I thought he had one against Ohtani. That should have raised his potential. Anyways, Ohtani stares at a sinker and is just like, you know what? You got this, bro. You got you. Lucky you don't bat. Osuna, I think Ashcraft and him have a little exchange of words as this chopper is in front of the pitcher. Ashcraft launches it right to first, and we will get out of the third inning, but I'd love to see some offense. Reyes, 0-2. Oh man, wow, chases the slider, not the sweeper. It is a sweeping style slider, but it's not a different pitch, in my opinion. Chopper, second to first is Votto. Had to show this game because I wanted to see if Votto could do anything against Ohtani. I mean, you know, he's a legend in his own right, even if it's just here in Ohio. Ground ball. Olsen not having to do a ton to make the play. To the fourth, chopper back to Ohtani. Can't field it, neither can Albies. Into center field, and we finally get a runner in the base path. Stevenson, well behind the 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Not very often you see him crank that pitch up. Cabrera, chases a slider that just, listen, it's got crazy break, but damn, that is just disgusting. And speaking of which, Votto is going to take Ohtani deep to center field for a home run, and he puts us on the board. That is career home run number 370. Tying him for 81st all time with the Hall of Famer Gil Hodges. Ohtani is going to stare at yet another pitch. This time the circle change for a strikeout. Not very successful thus far with the bat in his hands. Landon Sims is going to come out of the bullpen, so we get him some work. The 23-year-old has pitched pretty well this season, but he's going to give up a deep fly ball to center. Ooh, just stays in the ballpark. That is going to be a sliding double for Osuna. His 12th of the year. Not getting a ton of play, but, you know, he's playing decently. Check swing by Murphy. They're going to call him on strikes. Hey, it is what it is, man. 3-0 count for Stevenson, and he is going to walk. Ohtani's first walk given up today. Actually, he hasn't given up a walk in like his last 4 starts. And Myers is going to get a chance against him. Smacks it deep to right field, and man, that would have been a big time shot to get us back into this. We're still down 3 as this ball is going to get hit into center. Actually, it rolls all the way to the wall. Cabrera, not the fastest out there in center, but is a damn good fielder. It is now 5-1 as Michael Harris contributes yet again to the scoreboard. Acuna, swing and miss. Chasing the 97-mile-an-hour heat. Austin Riley hits a slider in the right hand. Reyes almost overran it, but through 7, we're still down 4. Ohtani smacks this. India, you could have. Okay, he's not jumping that high, let's be honest. Into center field, right center, that is Ohtani with a stand-up double, his 38th of the year. Chopper down the third base line. Casilla retrieves it and fires all the way across the diamond. Not going to be in time. In fact, it would have been well short. As Osuna swings and misses at a slurve, 80 miles an hour, you see. 213 average for Murphy. Chopper up the middle to India. Goes the short way to second, over to first, and ooh, that I can't even challenge it either. Albies, number 9 hitter, hits one high, hits it deep, but just not far enough as Reyes makes the catch. Kim, do we have a 4-run lead in us? Solak. Yes, Nick Solak is one of the individuals I did call up. He is very speedy, and he specializes against lefties. Just like a lot of guys on our team. Rosario smacks this one right past Olsen, sliding attempt. You would think the Gold Glover would have been able to make that play, but he does not. Double steal attempt here as the tag, and no, they're both safe. If there's anything we have done successfully this season, that is stealing bases. That is our 100th, if you count them both. Fly ball into shallow center, and nobody's going to score. Grisham makes the catch. That would have been a... Man, India does have a single, and versus the lefty, smacks it. Oh, right at Olsen. Jeez, great play. I don't know if he'll win the Gold Glove, but still plays phenomenal defense. A rip to third. Oh, Riley fires across the diamond, and unfortunately we squandered the opportunity. Despite the risk we took, stealing 2 bases, the Atlanta Braves take this one. I don't think we're ready to compete with them yet, and as you can see, Michael Harris, 3 doubles and 2 RBIs. Ohtani doing Ohtani things. All right. As the MLB The Show 23 presentation pops up, this is the final game of the 2024 season as we take on the St. Louis Cardinals. They have already wrapped up a playoff spot. As a matter of fact, all of the teams on both sides of the leagues have already clinched playoff spots. We've taken 2 of 3 against them. They're not resting anybody, so we've been getting their 100% just like we've been giving 100%. And who better to actually finish this season off than Jack Flaherty, who has clearly struggled this season, not just with loss record. CRA is not terrible, but again, another player that needs a fresh start. As he's going to lead off. Edman's going to lead off, and he's going to strike him out on the sinker. A pitch I really forget he throws fairly often. Brendan Donovan having a career-high year despite not many home runs. 82 RBIs from the number 2 spot. That is a big-time player. Ground ball to Votto, and you know what? Them old knees still work. Still able to kind of feel it, but it is what it is. Edman, Donovan, Arenado, Tyler O'Neill, Sawinski, Contreras, Urshela, Rootbar, and for some silly reason, Paul Goldschmidt is batting number 9. That is just absolutely disrespectful from the future Hall of Fame. Nolan Arenado, 102 RBIs, leading this team into the postseason where they have won the division. No, sorry, they have not won. Sorry, the Cubs have won the division. I don't know what I was thinking. Lucas Giolito going to get the start for St. Louis. 4.61 ERA. A lot of hits, almost giving up 200 this season, and you gotta cheer for Joey Votto. This is probably going to be his last game. If it isn't in this uniform, I'm going to be very surprised. I've ran through a couple of Sims, and sometimes he retires, sometimes he continues playing. I don't know if anybody ever really signs him. Fortunately, pops up in his first plate appearance, as he is the leadoff man because this is Joey Votto Day. Ahmed Rosario, India, Myers, Stevenson, Cabrera, Wade, Reyes, and Carlos Casilla, I think has firmly established himself as a player to be on the team and in the regular rotation at third and or first. And Rosario hits this into center field. They cannot come up with it. That is Tyler O'Neill able to do so. Reyes and India lead the team in long balls. Gismani Grandal has probably earned himself another contract. Myers, Rosario, Stevenson, and Ellie De La Cruz, who, despite being number 7 on the team, has been out for like a month. Ground ball. Oh, man, short second. First, geez, they wiped us off the plate just like that. Damn good defense by the St. Louis Cardinals. Sawinski, it's jack-on-jack action, and our Flaherty actually comes up successful on the strikeout. His 3rd of the game. He is, I think, seeking some kind of revenge. Contreras, he didn't check swing, but I think it was a strike by location. Whatever. Nootbaar batting shy of 260, and it's going to drop that just a little bit as Joey Votto, showing that he's still got some glove out there. All right, all right. I mean, if Votto really wanted to come... Okay, let's speak on Goldschmidt. Long ball to left. Boy, from the number 9 spot, like, really? Oh, wow, he really hasn't played that. He's only got 11 home runs this season. That's a little shocking. But, hey, we'll get a chance at a ring in the postseason. Tommy Edman going to stare at a fastball as Flaherty ends the 3rd with a K. Wade batting 265 next year. He will be on the team. Where he will be is up in the air. He can play multiple positions. Got to see what the offseason looks like, which will be the next episode in a live stream as Flaherty and friends are able to get out of that. All right, ground ball to Cabrera, like Cabrera in center, that is, and they get a base hit. Steal threat at first, not going to happen as there's a strikeout. Flaherty really looking to exact some revenge against his former team. Votto, oh, way behind the circle change. Like, he ain't even close. He will be Giolito's first strikeout victim. Rosario chases a really hot fastball as he becomes the second strikeout victim. You look at that again, and that ball was basically in the glove before it swung. Maybe clear your sunglasses? I don't know. Contreras. Ooh, it's a slider up the middle. As Flaherty is unable to retrieve it for a single. Urshela chops the ball down the third base line. It is fair, but because it's in left field, and a runner from second is not going to advance. Nootbaar hits a knuckle curve deep to left, and Cabrera comes up with the coach. That bounced off his head. Is he okay? I think adrenaline really kicked in the throw in. Votto throws to the plate, and you know what? I'm not worried about the runs. Is Cabrera okay? And ooh, that smacked him in the face. Oh boy! All right, he's got a black eye. Ooh. Yeah, the medical staff is covering him with a towel. But yeah, let's not show this to the fans. He's going to be out of the game. All right, so Nick Senzel is going to come in to play some center. I'm very unsure about Senzel's spot for next season. Ooh, knuckle curve strikeout for Paul Goldschmidt. As yeah, I'm going to start to give you guys some idea of what I'm thinking of for 2025. Most of this team is coming back as Flaherty gets a 8th strikeout. And fly ball to left. Wade makes the catch to end the 5th. I'd love to get some offense, guys. But yeah, Myers will return. He's got another year on that contract. He hits this deep to left center. It's not going to get out. Bounces and stays in the park. Wish it kind of hung up a little longer, but you know, it is what it is. He's got his stand-up. Double his 36th. First base is up in the air. Myers is probably going to have that position just because he played so well at the first. I mean, he's played well all season. I would have expected bigger numbers, but they're fine, and I really can't complain. Over at second, Jonathan India is probably definitely earned. He's earned himself another contract. It's just a matter of how much I feel like I should pay him. Third base is up in the air because there are multiple people who can play third. Cam Collier, is he ready? We don't know. Ellie De La Cruz definitely can hold it down, and we can pull Rosario out of left field and into shortstop, his more natural position. As remember, he did make the All-Star team as a shortstop, which is very stupid because he didn't play very many games there. Fly ball to right, and I thought Reyes had the long ball. Damn. We're in the 6th. Knuckle curve. Another strikeout as Arenado has some words to say. Listen, y'all decided not to sign him. I didn't even sign him for that much. Ground ball to Casilla. He's going to throw Tyler O'Neill out. As far as center is concerned, Oswaldo Cabrera, he's got an arbitration year or renewal, one of the other. He will come back because he's cheap and he's got upside, especially if maybe we can get, maybe we can figure out where we're going to put him in the lineup. Contreras hits it deep to the warning track, and despite having 2 base runners on, the Reds get out of danger. Right field, Reyes is either going to be the right fielder or he is going to be a DH as Casilla takes Giolito deep and he cuts the lead to 1. His 9th home run. He's up to like 280 average. I know that sounds crazy. The man is deep potential. His potential should be higher, but progression and regression in this game are stupid. As a matter of fact, I plan on doing an experiment on truly trying to figure out a bunch of different things about it in the coming weeks. Votto gets a hit. That is number 2273. Yeah, that's 2273. So that's the last hit we see. Please take a picture. Send it on Twitter. Do whatever you got to do. And Rosario, right on first. Giolito. Oh my goodness! He scoops the swing deep to left field, and that is going to give us the lead, 4-3. His 15th home run. Again, I can play him where we need to, and maybe we called up a guy like Jay Allen to be in left field. He technically is our best center fielder, given, well, by overall, but you know, I don't care about overall like that. That is going to be the last batter that Giolito faces. They're going to call on Mario Orozco. Yeah, I almost called him Risotto. Anyways, Orzo. As India smacks this curveball deep to right field, it is going to get out of here as well. That is back-to-back home runs, and we are up 5-3 in this ball game. India again. I know he's, you know, beefing on Twitter with us. It's fine. I get it. Like, I completely get it. We have the money. We might as well pay him and then, you know, figure out some things around him. Again, first base is probably going to be Myers. Anthony K comes in facing righties. I know that's not something that a lot of lefties do, but he does have the stuff. Strike out there. And another batter is going to be sat down. This time a lefty and Lars Nootbaar on the slider. Goldie already went deep, and he's going to go deep again, but this one will stay in the park via a double. Unless Reyes can throw him out. Throw to Rosario. Nope, not in time. His 17th this season. So, yeah, as far as the pitching staff is concerned, line out to India. You already know who's going to be there. Green, Lodolo, Flaherty, they're all going to be there. I have no real reason to get rid of Ashcraft, despite the fact I may not always play well with him, as Casilla hits this one over second base, and he is going to stay put at first. Here in the 7th inning, you may very well be looking at Joey Votto's last plate appearance. So savor it in. 3-2 count. He has been known to walk, but unfortunately he's going to strike out on the slider high in the zone, and you can't be mad at the umpire, bro. You really can't. Maybe we can get him another plate appearance. Arenado smacks this one in over first base line and into right field. Throw to India, throw to Rosario. Rosario's got no! No! He is out! Damn it. Nope. Almost. Like, very much almost. Almost thrown out there. Hall of Famer slides in safe. Down to Rosario. Rosario fires it over to first, and Votto can't seem to scoop it as he's kind of showing you don't really got the reflexes like that. I mean, they're not bad. I mean, his fielding's at like a 38, but jeez. All right, but no, pitching staff-wise, we know who the top four are. Navarro hasn't pitched horribly, but I don't really see, like, I have a reason to either send it down or... Listen, he's going to compete for the 5th spot. It's going to be him, Franklin Wilkerson, Robbie McGee will probably get a chance to, you know, maybe I look on the free agent market as we look to get the 4-out save as Contreras grounds at the 3rd. You see a tap and throw out of the 8th. We are up 2. Rosario smacks this ball from Amir Garrett deep to left field, and him is his 2nd long ball of the game, showing that we have some upside going into 2025. We can't play spoiler right now, but it is what it is. Hey, we can at least finish the season on a 3-game winning streak. Gio Urshela having a damn good season. I think he's a free agent. I could think about getting him. Ground ball. Oh, sorry, liner right at Casilla. Casilla catches it off his shoulder. What the hell? Fires it over first as he shows, hey, I should be in the running for 3rd base, if not first base, in 2025. Able to knock that one down. Still have the wherewithal to get the ball over the first. Bullpen. I mean, you know Diaz is going to be there. Got some other guys. As we pick up the victory, 8-3, Joey Votto. What will probably be Joey Votto's last game. Let me know if you have any thoughts on maybe what we might do in the offseason. Unfortunately, MLB The Show has never given us a dedicated upcoming free agent screen or anything like that, so I can't even play around with that. Actually, I might be able to do that in the live stream of the offseason, coming either Thursday or Friday. You got to sub to see it. All right. 2 homers, 3 RBIs for Rosario. I'll let y'all later. Check out the podcast. Peace out.